Greetings from Delaware, which became the first state to join the Union on December 7, 1787. With 853,000 residents, it is America's 45th most populous state. Delaware may be number 1 in the Union, but it's number 49 when it comes to size.
Delaware may be small and may lack the physical attributes of some of our larger states, but without a doubt, we make up for that diminutive size with our business savvy.
Delaware's reputation for making a buck comes in part at the expense of out-of-state drivers just passing through. Although only 24 of I-95's 1,900 miles cross a small corner of northwest Delaware, the state charges two-axle vehicles 13 cents per mile. That's roughly 3 times more than neighboring New Jersey. Delaware's business savvy does not stop at the toll booth. It's not a coincidence that over 300,000 corporations, including half of the Fortune 500, incorporate in this small state. The business-friendly laws governing these companies allow them to be located elsewhere and provide directors and officers with more liability protection for their business decisions.
In the state of Delaware, by the end of this decade, there will be 1 business entity for every person in Delaware.
I don't mind the corporations here. It keeps our taxes down. We have no sales tax here, so that means that when you see $1.99, it really is $1.99.
Delaware may seem serious about its business, but it's even more serious about the state delicacy.
For people who've never eaten a Delaware blue paw crab, they don't know what they're missing. These come straight from the boats and watermen that get them out of the bay.
Wilmington, Delaware has the distinction of being the birthplace of the first self-governing black church in America. The African Union Church was founded by Reverend Peter Spencer more than 40 years before the Emancipation Proclamation. A year later, the church began hosting an annual festival that continues to this day, the Big August Quarterly.
It was wonderful religious celebration. A lot of good preaching, a lot of good singing, and a lot of good food, And let me tell you something else about the Big Quarterly. It is the oldest continuous African-American festivals in the United States.
The celebration of the Big Quarterly has become an important part of state lore. But when it comes to Delaware history, nothing quite beats the story of Caesar Rodney, who, like Paul Revere, was famous for a midnight ride.
If there is an individual who earned or could carry the title of Mr. Delaware, it would be Caesar Rodney.
On June 30th, 1776, a motion for independence had been put forward in Philadelphia. But when the votes of all the colonies were counted, they were shy by just 1 vote. Delaware's 2 delegates split their vote. So Caesar Rodney, the 3rd delegate, was summoned to break the tie.
So Caesar Rodney dropped whatever he was doing, jumped on his horse, and rode overnight up to Philadelphia. Through thunder and lightning and rain, to get to Philadelphia on time. And he burst into the Independence Hall and said, "I cast my ballot for independence." And that put Delaware over the top.
Caesar Rodney had the misfortune of passing away soon after the Revolution. Without a doubt, his prominence leading up till that point would have given him a role in the early nationhood that would make him much better remembered today.
DuPont, on the other hand, is a name known around the world. Its founder was a French miller named Dupont, who came to America in 1799 after the French Revolution. The company line has it that when DuPont's gunpowder fizzled while on a hunting trip, he became determined to make a more reliable blend. DuPont went on to become America's #1 manufacturer of gunpowder. At his mill, the heavy machinery was powered by the rushing waters of the Brandywine River. The willow trees on the riverbank made excellent charcoal, a key ingredient in black powder. Stone grinding wheels were used to avoid sparks that would ignite the explosive powder. The product made here was potent.
1 ounce of powder will throw a 25-pound cannonball 250 yards. That powder is so explosive, it will throw that way out.
During the Civil War, DuPont chose principle over profit by not honoring contracts with southern states that seceded from the Union. The company went on to become the largest supplier of powder to the U.S. government, averaging more than 1 million pounds per year. DuPont also produced 40% of the smokeless gunpowder used by the Allies in World War I. And dynamite developed by DuPont was used to construct the Panama Canal.
And DuPont powders were considered among the best and were widely used.
In the 1900s, the DuPont company expanded its non-explosive products, inventing and manufacturing a wide range of chemicals, dyes, and synthetic materials.
DuPont in the 20th century became a company based on science and technology and industrial research. Among its great inventions was nylon, for example, and other products like Kevlar that are in use today.
Look here, I'm talking about America, sweet America.